Good day to you. This is teacher Leland, Alejandro, and we're going to discuss linear pairs and vertical angles. These are angle relationships. We're going to discuss with examples, and we shall see the problem set on the other screen. Okay, it's going to be this. And let us find out how many items. This will be about 14 numbers. Okay, let us check. Let us start. Okay, here's going to be a presentation view. Find the value of x and the measurement of the angles. All right, so this first number indicates a linear pair, okay? The two angles form a straight angle. And so we shall find the x and then the measurement of each of the angles. Okay, let us start the solution. So for a linear pair, the total is 180. That means this forms a straight angle. And this angle plus this angle means 180. So our working equation will start with the first angle, 2x plus 20. And then we're going to add the 96. And this must be equal to 180. So this is our working equation. 2x plus 20 plus 96 is equal to 180. So let us solve for x. This will be 2x, and this is 20 plus 96. This will be 116 equals 180. Now subtract 116 from both sides. This will be 4, and this will be 64, equal to 2x. And at this point, we're going to divide by 2, and x is 32. So we found the value of x, and we shall be able to find the values of or measurements of the angles. So we have 2x plus 20. That will be for the angle over there, the left side. So that will be 2x plus 20, and this will be 2 times 32 plus 20. So this is 64 plus 20, which gives us 84. There. Now the other angle is 96. So we now have the measurements. And so the value of the angle here, the measurement is 84. There. And you can always verify and check 84 plus the 96. If you add this sums up to 180. Yes, 180. There. And so our answer 84 is correct. This must be the right measurement of this angle. All right, so let's have the next number. Let us clear the first screen. Continue with the next. Okay, find the value of x and the measurement of the angles. Now you can see the figure and try to figure out what type of angle relationship you can find. All right, you can ignore this part here, okay, and just concentrate on this straight line, okay. That means this forms a straight angle with two angles being added, okay, to form that straight angle. So that means these two angles form a linear pair, okay. All right, that is how to analyze this figure. And so let us remove these lines first. Okay, that means we have our working equation 4x plus 2 plus x minus 2. The sum is 180. There. So here's our working equation. The numbers cancels out here, the positive 2 and the negative 2. And so we will just have 4x plus x is equal to 180. And then we will get the total of the x terms. This will be 4x, and x is 5x. And we have 180. And so after which we divide by the 5, the coefficient of the variable, and x is equal to, how much is that? 18 by 5, that's 3. Yeah, it looks like 36 there. Yes, all right. So the value of x is 36. We're about to solve for the angles, the measurement of the angles. Let's do this first. What is 4x plus 2? 4x plus 2 means 4 times 36 plus 2. So that's 36 and 36, 72 and 72. That's 144 plus 2. This means 146 degrees. Okay, that's our first angle. How about the other one? The other one is x minus 2. That means 36 minus 2. That gives 34. So we have this angle and this angle. So if ever we need to check it, that's 146 added to 34. That's 170 plus 10. So that's 180. Okay. So those are the values, 146 and 34. Okay. So 146, the larger. And then the smaller, that's 34 there. These are in degrees, of course. These are in degrees there. All right, that goes to our number 2. Let's continue with the next. Let's have the third. Third, all right. Find the value of x and the measurement of the angles. Okay, so if you are going to analyze the diagram, okay, you can see 2 lines intersecting, okay, and it looks like some vertical angles are there. But the angles we need to get is not part of the vertical angles. It's part of a linear pair. So this portion of the line is confusing, that part there. So you just have to ignore it and then take note of this straight line there. And this forms a linear pair. And the 2 angles are the 73 degrees and the 5x plus 2 angle. All right, so we shall set up our equation and solve for x, and then solve for the measurement of the one of the angles, of course. The other one is already given at 73. All right, let us set up the equation. We have 5x plus 2 plus the 73. They form a straight angle, therefore the total is 180 degrees. All right, let's combine the numbers. We have 5x plus 75 is equal to 180. We just added the 2 and the 73. To solve for x, we isolate the term. So by way of subtracting the 75. And this results to 105. And the 75 and the other 75 cancels out. So cancels out to 0. The left side will just be 5x. We'll divide by 5. And x is equal to 21. There. And so we have the x now. That's one of the requirements. Now the measurement of the angles. One of them is 73, of course, it's there. Now the other one, of course, that will be 5x plus 2. We use now the 21. So 5 times 21 plus 2, that will be 5 and 10 plus 2, that's 107. This is 5 there. So 107. Okay, a little check there. This is the measurement. Okay, that means it's here. This is the 107 degrees. A little check will do. 107 plus the 73. That's 10 carry 1, that looks like 180. Yeah, the total is correct, 180 for a straight angle. So 107 is the right answer for the angle, and the x is 21. All right, that will be for number 3. Let's continue with the next, number 4. Number 4. All right, here's number 4. You can look at the diagram, and some added lines are there, and be able to figure out what type of relationship you have for the angles. All right, find the value of x and the measurement of the angles. Okay, what is the part confusing there? It's this additional line here, there. Okay, because if you only have like that, you can easily figure out this plus this is 180. Okay, but there's an extra line there, okay, that confuses the reader. Okay, all right, so be ready for such problems in some diagrams. All right, so let's remove these writings first, and we can set up the equation. This angle plus this angle means a total of 180. So we can set up the equation 4x plus 1. Okay, this expression represents the algebraic expression for that angle. And then this will be added to 83 for a total of 180 for a linear pair. Okay, all right, so we're going to solve for x. This is now 4x. 83 plus 1 first, that's 84, equals 180. So in problems like this, you need to know your solution for linear equations with one variable. So we deduct 84, deduct 84. So this will be about 6 and 9. And this will be equal to 4x. So 96 we divide by 4. And this will be about 24. So we divide this by 4 and divide this by 4. X is 24. There. All right. And so we can now solve for the other angle. One of the angles is given. That's 83. So we solve the other using 4x plus 1. And this means 4 times 24. Okay. 4 times the 24 plus 1. And that means 96 plus 1 for a total of 97 degrees. There. Okay, so that means the measurement of the other is 97 degrees. Now you can always check, you can always do a check, of course. One of the angles is 83. We just calculated 97 for a total of 180, yes. There. Okay, and so this must be correct. And the x, of course. All right, let's continue with number 5. Let's have number 5. Here's another of the similar figure like number 4. Okay, but you can clearly see the straight line, and this plus this forms the straight line or the straight angle, and so they form a linear pair. So we can set up the equation 2x plus 18 plus 98 equates to 180. There. And so we start with the numbers. We shall add the numbers first, 16 and 11. All right, that will be, yes, all right. That should be about 116. The 2x is still there. This is equal to 180. Deduct 116, part of solving the x. All right, so get the difference. 10 minus 6 is 4. That becomes 7. We have a 64. Okay, the 116 cancels out with the other. We only have now 2x. At this point, we divide by 2 the coefficient of the x. And so x is 32. There. All right, we found the x. Next, solve for the other angle. This is now represented by 2x plus 18. So that means 2 times 32 plus 18. Knowing that our x is 32, this will now be 32 times 2, 64 plus 18. And so this will be about 82. All right. So we have 12, and yes, that should be 82 degrees. This is one of the angles. And you can always check the total of 98 and 82. This must be 180 there. And so 82 is correct. And our x is 32. That's also correct. All right, let's proceed to the next. Let's proceed to the next. Okay, we will be doing number 6. All right. What kind of figure is this? All right, there's a triangle and that one. All right, you can always check where the expressions are located. This added to this angle forms a straight line over there. Again, this line here is immaterial in your solution. All right, and so we can set up the equation now. We have 126 added to 2x plus 12. That's equal to 180. Yeah. Don't forget, this forms a linear pair. Okay. You can disregard this line. Okay. You don't need this line. All right. Okay. So that's how to analyze the drawing. All right. And so you can set up 2x plus 12 added to 126 for a total of a straight angle. And so we start solving this. We add 1, 2, 6. We add 1, 2, 6 and the 12. So that will be about 138. And that's equal to 180. We subtract 138 so that at the left side we will only have 2x, and this will be about 42. Yes, and then we divide by 2. X is 21. There. Now we can use dx to solve for the angle now. The angle represented by the expression 2x plus 12. So this means 2 times 21 plus 12. So this is 42 plus 12, which means 54. This is the other angle. So we have 21 for x, 54 for the other angle. The other angle is given, and we can use it for checking. Okay, 54 added to 126. That looks like also 180. There. Number 7 now. Let's continue with number 7. Let me clear the screen. Here is number 7. Okay, we can see a straight line here. This is the measurement of one angle. This is the other. So for a total of 180 again. They form a linear pair. Okay, linear pair. So our equation is x minus 1 plus the 151 must be equal to 180 degrees. All right, so the negative 1 and the 151 results to 150, positive. We still have the x over there, and this is equal to 180. Okay, so when you combine these two, it's 151 and a negative 1. It's the same as 151 minus 1. And so now we have x plus 150. Okay, what should be the value of x added to 150 gives 180. That looks like 30. Okay, 30 plus 150 is 180. But the algebraic solution goes this way. Minus 150 there. This zeroes out, and x is the difference of 180 minus 150. So that goes for the x. And we have the value of x. We can solve the other angle. by using x minus 1. Okay, that means 30 minus 1, and the other is 29 degrees. The other angle is 29. The other is given at 151. Again, we can always check. The total must be 180. So 151 added to 29, that's 10 carry 1, 880. And so this 29 degrees is correct. This x value is also correct. All right, let's continue with number 8. I will erase the screen. Let's continue with 8. All right, we have here concurrent rays, but the two angles form a straight line. This is a straight line there. And so the total here is 180. You can ignore this part there. Okay, this clearly looks like a straight line. Okay, you can always see that. And then we can set up the equation. Let me clear my drawings. All right, set up the equation. We have 5x plus 1 added to 64. They form a linear pair because this is a straight line pair. And so the total is 180 for a linear pair. Then we solve, combine the numbers first. 64 and 1 is 65. Add the 5x is equates to 180. We subtract now the 65, subtract the 65. Yeah. So this will be a difference of 5 and 115. Yeah. And this equates to 5x. Our divisor now will be the 5. And x is equal to, how much is that? Will that be, is that 21? Let me check. 115 by 5, 2 and 5, 10. It's 23. There. So our x is 23, not 21. There, it's 23. Yes, because that's 11 by 5, 2, 2 and 5, 10, difference of 15 by 5, we get to 3. All right, so that is 23. We can now solve for the other angle by using the 5x plus 1, the expression. Let me remove the division over here. So we can use the space for the solution of the other angle. We have to use the 5x plus 1. This means 5 times 23 plus 1. And so this results to 115, 15 and 11 there. Yes. And so we add one more. This will be 116. This is the measurement of the other. Okay. And so we can check and verify our answers. The total should be 180. 116 is our other angle. This 116 degrees. This is what we computed, added to the given 64. And this looks like 180. There. Our x is 23, our angle is 116. All right, let's continue to the next. Let me clear the screen. Let's have number 9. All right, in number 9, we will only need to get the x, okay? Because the given angles form vertical angles, all right? So the angles here are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. They have equal measures, okay? They have equal measures. So we know that 4x plus 2 is 38, okay? Why? Because this line intersects with this line. And so this angle is equal to this angle. And one of the angles is given measurement, and that's 38. Therefore, the 4x plus 2 is also 38. Now, for vertical angles, this is an angle pair formed by two intersecting lines. Okay, and so these are non-adjacent angle pair formed by two intersecting lines. Okay, and they are congruent. So your working equation here is 4x plus 2 equals to the other. You only need to get the x here. And we will just solve for x. This is 36 equals 4x, and x must be equal to 36 divided by 4. Okay, so that will be 36 divided by 4, like that. And so x is equal to 9. Okay, all right. We can verify it there, over here. That's the answer, x. All right, that's equal to 9. Now, if you want to check if the other one is 38, you can use the 9. 4x plus 2. Substitute the 9 there. 4 times 9 plus 2. And so this is 36 plus 2, which is clearly 38. This is just check. Because we know in the first place, we know the two angles are equal. Okay, that's why for this question, it's just the x we're looking for. All right, so let's proceed to number 10. Here's number 10. Okay. Now, in diagrams like this, you may ignore other parts of the diagram, like this one and that one. Okay, just to find out the relationship of the two angles. So we have two intersecting lines. Okay, and so this is equal to that one. All right, and so let's continue. All right, 84 must be equal to 4x. So we have 4x equal to the numeric 84. And so this will be very simple. Divide by 4. And this is 21. Okay. Yes. And the answer is there. All right. Next, let's have number 11. Let's have number 11. 6x plus 1 equals 55. Again, we have here vertical angle pair formed by two intersecting lines. Therefore, this must be equal to the 55. So we have the equation 6x plus 1 equals 55. So we need to get the x only. Subtract 1 and subtract 1. This is 54 equals 6x. Okay, the 1 and the negative 1 is 0. And so at this point, we have 6x equals 54. Divide both sides by 6. X gives 9. There. All right. Next, we verify the answer over there. All right. It's right there. 9. Okay. All right. Let's continue with number 12. Let me clear the screen. Let me remove the answer. All right. Let's continue with 12. All right. Here is number 12. Find the value of x. Find the value of x. Again, you can observe first the diagram. Okay. You can see a straight line here. You can see another straight line there. Okay. Now let me use straight lines. Yeah, we have straight lines here. You have a straight line there, and you have a straight line there. Okay. All right. So we can see the angles, this and this. So definition of vertical angles, these are non-adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines. And they are congruent, okay? They have equal measures. So our working equation is 5x equals 65, okay? And you can ignore this line there, okay? When trying to figure out the equation, all right? Because it doesn't affect in any way the required values, all right? And so this is 5x equal to 65. So this will just be by way of division. we will be able to get the x. Divide both sides by 5, and x is 13. There. You can check the answer over here, over there. All right, it's 13. Next, number 13. Let's proceed to number 13. Let me clear the screen. Let me remove the answer. All right. Okay. Next, this is number 13. A similar figure, okay, looking at the other numbers, okay. So this will be something like a straight line here, okay, and then another straight line there. Okay, and so this angle must be equal to this angle. Definition of vertical angles. So we have 2x equals 72. And so this is very simple. Divide both sides by the 2. X is 36. There. If you're required to find the value of the other angle, well, it's already given. And a vertical angle pair, they are always congruent. So the 2x means 72, okay? And you can always check that. 2x, 2 times 36, that's 72. There, the measure of the other, okay? So this is also 72. That's why it's not required in the problem, because the other angle is given. And by definition, vertical angles are equal, okay, in measurement. All right, we're after the x here, and the x is computed 32. And we can verify that in the figure right there. That means our x is correct there. All right, let's have the last number, number 14. Let us clear the screen and continue with the last number. Oh, we still have some more. Oh, all right. Let us. How many numbers did I prepare? I thought 14 is the last one. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Number 14, we have another vertical angle pair. That's a straight. That's a straight there. And so this angle is equal to this angle. We can set the equation 6x equals 42. And by way of division, we will find x by 6 and by 6, x equals 7. Very simple. And we can display the answer there, over here. There's the 7, the required value of x. Next, number 15. Okay, number 15 is here. Okay, a similar figure from the past, examples. All right. And you can observe the given. This is straight line. This is another straight line. This is another straight line. Okay, but the line over here, the line over here is not required actually. Okay, because this and this is actually the angle pair called vertical angles. So our working equation will be 4x plus 1 must be equal to the 57. Find x, okay? Find the value of x. So by way of subtracting 1, this results to 56, and this is equal to 4x. And then we have 4x equals 56. We'll divide by 4. There. So you can divide this manually. So you have 1, and then 4, and then 16, then you have 4, and then 16, you have 0. X is 14. There. And you can check and verify. There. Over there. That's the answer for number 15. And so we found x for number 15. Let's do the last number. Okay, this will now be, all right, no more 17. All right, okay. So let us have the equation, but then you can always examine your diagram. This is a straight line. That's another straight line over there. Okay, and so we have two non-adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines, and these are called vertical angles. So one over here and one over there, and they are congruent. Okay, vertical angles are congruent. They have the same measurement. So our working equation will be the expression 6x plus 3 equals 39. And we have to find x. So by way of subtracting the 3 first, right side becomes 36 and left side becomes 6x. And we have 6x equals 36. We can divide both sides by the coefficient of the x. And x is equal to 6 there. And we can verify the answer right at the bottom of the diagram there. You can see the 6. And so that's it. We were able to finish discussing all the numbers. Okay, the first 8 numbers are for linear pairs, and then the rest of the numbers for vertical angles. Okay, so I hope you were able to learn from these examples, and we'll be discussing more later. Okay, bye-bye for now.